welcome back. Today is Friday and good morning to you. It is July the 7th and originally I did not plan to film today. I have a pretty relaxed day. I'm caught up on my to-do list surprisingly, or I just chose really not to make one because I wanted absolutely no responsibility today. I am going to spend the day crafting some birthday decor for Kylie's birthday party. And like I said, I had originally just planned to do this solo, get it done, get it knocked out. But I thought, you know what, there might be somebody out there who finds this useful and it gives me a good opportunity to spend the day with you guys. So here we are. I'm going to show you guys how you can take some plain 97-cent foam board from Walmart and some $1.97 paint from Walmart and make some cute decorations. Now, I'm choosing to do this because one, it is budget friendly and you guys know I love to save any kind of money that I can. And number two, sometimes I just cannot find exactly what I'm looking for in the store. So that means you gotta make it yourself. And I don't think that I mentioned to you guys in the Pinata video, but Kylie has requested a glow-in-the-dark neon birthday party. So definitely a lot of bright colors that we're dealing with. But I am going to hop to it, and me and you, we're just going to hang out, chit-chat, and craft, and get it all done. Hey friends, so jumping back in here, the first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the concept of time reality, because when I sat down to edit this video, it totally boggled my mind that it was only 16 minutes long, because when I tell you that I was at this all day long, I truly mean it. I started at 8 o'clock this morning and I don't think I got done until like 2:30, so that's a good like 6 hours. And so it is amazing to me that so much time can be compressed in such a short amount of time. And with that being said, do not ever think that when you see some of these videos on YouTube of these people being so productive and getting so much done in such a short amount of time that it is anywhere close to being what is truly happening. It is the power of editing for sure. But with that being said, I think that if I could have any superpower, that it would probably be able to move at the speed of light, because the amount of things that you really truly could get accomplished would be amazing, and all of the checks that you can make on a to-do list would be so impressive, and you could get so much stuff done. But I think if I didn't choose to have super speed as my superpower, I probably would pick being invisible, because then at least I could go to the bathroom without my kids following me or knowing where I'm at, and being outside the door, knocking on it, asking me to open a gummy snack for them. But I did want to mention to you guys, at some point in this video, you are going to see me slapping and clapping and hitting at the air, and you're probably going to think, what in the world is she doing? Because in the video, you can't see that there is anything there, but I was going toe-to-toe with this fly today, because I'm telling you guys, he was just swarming around my head, and at some point I was just over it. You know that it is summertime in Oklahoma when you can open the door for literally 5 seconds and then there's 500 flies in the house. So needless to say, me and this fly were going to war, and he won because I still did not get him. But when Kylie had finally told me that she wanted a glow-in-the-dark party, one, I was really relieved and excited because I had been asking forever and finally got an answer. But at the same time, after really jumping into it and trying to look up ideas on Pinterest, I was finding a lot. But then when I would head over to Amazon, the options were kind of slim. And I really wasn't finding what I was looking for because I wanted like little knick-knack decorations to like set around. So while I did pretty much purchase every available glow-in-the-dark thing on Amazon, I still didn't get a whole bunch. So I knew that I needed to take matters into my own hands and get some stuff made. So I ran out to Walmart and bought every single black light neon paint that they had to offer me and came home and got it done. So it was definitely a process, but I'm really excited with all the stuff that I did make and come up with. I think it's going to look really great. And I wanted to mention to you guys to make sure that you hang around towards the end of the video because I did break out the black light and put the paint to the test to see if it really did work or not. And I think what is so ironic about her wanting a blacklight glow-in-the-dark party is about 8 or maybe even more than that years ago, there was a local arcade in town that was going out of business. And when I went there, because they were getting rid of all of their stuff, they had a ton of black lights that they did not want anymore. And at the time, I really wasn't doing any kind of event planning other than just my typical birthday parties for Levi at home. But I knew that I needed those black lights for some reason. So I got all 20 black light bulbs that they had, and they have just been setting in their box in the hallway closet for Lord knows how long now. So they are finally getting broke out and getting put to use. So I think that is really exciting. But I wanted to talk about what really led me to getting into event planning. So when Levi was about, he was turning 4 because I was about 6 months pregnant with Kylie at the time. And his birthday was at the end of April, and we had just decided to have the birthday party at home. Now, before I get into this, let me double back because I did want to ask you guys if you are more of, you like to have birthday parties at home or if you'd rather have birthday parties out. We are definitely people who like to have birthday parties at home now, but prior to that, we had 3 of Levi's birthday parties outside of the house. We had one at a jumping land type place that had like blow up inflatables. He had a birthday party at a splash pad, and he had one at a pool, so a pool party. But like I said, when he turned 4, and it was at the end of April and it was hot and I was pregnant, I was like, I just do not want to have to haul all the decorations there, put them up, clean them up, bring everything back home. So we tidied up the garage that year and we had our first birthday party at home. And that's also the first year that we purchased our first inflatable water slide. So that is really what jump-started my obsession with decorating and event planning, because when you have birthday parties out, you really don't get the option to really go overboard, or they say, you know, you can't bring in your own snacks or you can't bring in your own decorations, and they give you the basic happy birthday banner. And while there's nothing wrong with that, I have just always wanted more. And so this was the first year when he turned 4 that was really able to go extreme and go overboard. And a couple of months prior to his 4th birthday party, we had taken him to his first monster truck rally. And so he was super obsessed with monster trucks, and that's what he wanted his birthday party theme to be. And back then, there just was no monster truck birthday party decorations, so I really had to take to Pinterest and take to Google and do a lot of crafting to get it done. And it was really fun to me. I enjoyed the whole process of it, and that was also the first year that I had to make a birthday cake, because all the years prior we would just go to Walmart and order the cake, but that year they did not have a monster truck themed cake, and so once again I had to really get crafty and start making the cake and all the decorations, and it kind of just spilled over into a wildfire after that, and I started doing lots of events and cakes, and you name it, I've probably done it. Baby showers, weddings, housewarming parties, birthdays galore. I've done it all, and I just really enjoyed it, so I just kept doing it. But I did want to ask you guys what your favorite birthday gift is that you have ever received. So when I think back on this question, hands down my favorite birthday gift, well, as a child and an adult, I have two different ones. As an adult, my favorite birthday gift by far was I was pregnant with Levi at the time, and it was my birthday, and I had a checkup with my doctor. And I went in and, did all the normal stuff, got the ultrasound, got to see him, got my pictures and stuff. And she came back in and she said, well, happy birthday, we're going to induce you. And I said, oh my gosh, I was so excited, y'all, because like I said, my birthday is in April. Levi's is at the end of April, and I was pregnant, I was hot, and I was so done and so over it. So as an adult, that was probably one of the best gifts that I got. But as a child, thinking back, I was 10 and I had gotten an electric scooter. Now, for the longest time, I kept asking Christmas after Christmas for this electric scooter, and I could not figure out at the time why Santa was not bringing me this electric scooter. But I had finally gotten it for my birthday. And when I tell you guys that I just thought I was the coolest kid in town, I truly mean that. It had keys that you had to have to start it. It had keys that you had to have to unlock the trunk that was on the back. It had little side mirrors, and I spent the entire summer riding that sucker up and down every street that was close to our house. And a little throwback here, I had my MP3 player, and I would plug it into my ears, and I would just zip and zoom up and down those roads listening to all the songs that I probably had no business listening to then, but I wore that sucker out. Now, thinking back on it, I can't even remember what happened to that scooter, but I very much loved it. And so when Kylie got old enough to have a scooter, I was like, oh yeah, she definitely needs one. So a couple of Christmases back, she had gotten a scooter, and I was so excited for her, and I think she played with it for about a week before she was done with it, and ever since then, it just chills in the garage most of the time, and Levi rides it way more than what she does, and it makes me laugh because it is a bright blue turquoise, and he will just be on the road on this scooter just having the time of his life, and it just makes me giggle because I think of the song by Aqua, the Barbie Girl, and it makes me smile. But speaking of Barbie Girl, have you guys seen the Barbie movie that's supposed to be coming out at the movies? The 90s kid in me is screaming because I'm so excited to go see that. I was a huge fan of Barbies. I loved them. So I am definitely going to drag my entire family to the movies to go see the Barbie movie. But another question that I have for you guys is, how do you feel about surprise parties? Now, I am not a fan. I have had one surprise party my entire life, and it was when I was an adult, and it was just a terrible time. My husband set it up for me, and bless his heart, I know he tried, but I hated it. And I feel bad now that I made such a fuss about it when it was time to do the party, but I do not like them, guys, at all. I do not like surprises. I'm a very planned person. I like to know what's happening from point A to point B. So that was a no-go for me. And I feel the same way about if you go out with somebody to a restaurant and they start to sing to you, I do not like that. Do not ask me to go out to eat with you if it is anywhere near my birthday party, because I will not go, because I already know what's up. Check off of the to-do list per usual. As you guys know, it is about 2:30 now and I am worn out, but it feels so good to have it done. I want to say thanks for hanging out with me today. I really enjoyed you coming along with me. But until next time.